If you've ever searched for a fitness video on YouTube, you've probably come across Sydney Cummings.
What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? Welcome to your Tabata cardio and abs workout. Welcome to your 30-minute glutes and abs workout. Welcome to your upper body workout.
So today we're going to talk to Dustin Howdy Shell, who is Sydney's husband, and he's going to tell us how the business started, how they kind of developed this YouTube channel, and everything that they've built from the Sydney Cummings brand. Let's check it out. Dustin, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you today.
Yeah,
so
you
let's get a little tour of the facility, talk about the business, and see what's going on.
Sounds good.
So make our way over here. This is the current set you guys are using for your workout videos. This is where the hard work happens. So where all of the videos are currently getting made. One of 3 sets that you guys have in here. You had 4, right? Wasn't this 2 sets at one point?
So we switch them up.
Where'd the idea of like sets, true like workout sets coming? Because I, as my video company and all that, I'm all about having sets too. And I feel like it's rare for people to like come up with traditional sets.
I think that's a culmination of me and Sid. Like I was saying earlier, I was always super artistic, like very good at drawing and stuff. I wanted to go to school for architecture. And I think this is kind of where my creative gets to come out.
You put a lot of effort and time and money into these sets too.
Yeah.
Probably too much?
Yeah. That might be one of our bigger mistakes, like, because you don't really need all this, but it is very helpful and people get excited about it. And what's funny is I feel like their excitement bleeds into my excitement.
Yeah.
Sourcing people that can build these things or even understand what you're saying is very hard, especially here.
Yeah.
But it's fun when it does come to life, but it's very stressful. Definitely very expensive to say the least.
And it's always exciting for your viewers to see like the new set change, because you guys hype it up and you're like, oh, just wait for the new summer shred series to come out, and you got some fancy set that you can come out with.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted all my variables to be constant and consistent. That's where the film sets and being indoors came from.
Over here, I mean, you've got your 2 cameras set up, you've got a slider over here, you've got a slider over here where you'll throw cameras on. How long is it from, all right, I'm ready to film, to cameras on and go?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Longest part is her getting ready.
And it's not like you guys pre-record tons of these. She might do 1 or 2 if you guys are going on vacation.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to be efficient.
And that's the other thing that people don't understand is like everyone thinks we can batch film all these and like, do 5 to 10 in a day.
She can only do a couple workouts
exactly.
at a time.
And she's going as hard as she can.
Right.
So like if you actually go as hard as she does, you should be exhausted at the end of them. I don't think we've ever done more than 2 in one day.
It'd be real hard. I've tried to do a couple of these and I couldn't do 2 in a day.
Yeah, I haven't done one yet.
So, you guys got this business that's been created from YouTube. What was the starting point of like, hey, I want to get on YouTube, workout videos on YouTube? How'd that kind of come about?
Honestly, it was never my idea or desire. Like, I feel like a lot of people know I used to be a CPA and they give me all the business credit, but I was literally just thinking about this last night. Like, everything we've done to really generate revenue has honestly been Sid's ideas. YouTube was never anything we wanted to do. I was obsessed with YouTube myself back in the day, like Casey Neistat. I feel like he was the dad I never had. I used to watch him every single day. I knew she was so good at fitness and people loved her and they just really resonated with her. And I was like, we got to get you out to the masses. And I literally knew nothing about cameras. We rented a studio and we were getting ready to build like a very specialized gym for personal trainers. And we wanted to actually have personal trainers that made money. Probably 99% of them don't. So we wanted to do a 70-30 split where they got 70. Out of nowhere, we just decided to build a cyclorama stage. And we were like, let's try throwing some things on YouTube. And just kind of like fell in love with it.
Was workout YouTube a big thing at that point?
No, it wasn't a thing at all. Like free workouts get a negative connotation to them. Like, ooh, that workout must suck. It's free. And then the workouts that were on YouTube and still are on YouTube, they're not actually really training you. Sydney had a rare background, D1 athlete, one of the top high jumpers for track and field, very competitive, has West Virginia state records. And then she also had about 5 to 6 years of personal training experience, one-on-one personal training experience under her belt. Most people don't have that either. Where the YouTube thing came into play was she was so good on camera. And my passion for Casey Neistat, I was like, why don't we just do a daily vlog of fitness?
Moving over here, we're in the gym in their warehouse here. They have a whole full-size gym. What made you guys think of actually creating a full gym? Because her workouts are It's a full-on workout,
Yeah.
but you've got a actual gym in here. Where'd that kind of come about?
I think originally came from me wanting to be able to work out and have like the dream gym. We got this because we knew at some point people were going to go back to the gym. You know, people love being in the gym. And then also Sid puts out free at-home workouts.
Right.
But you were an athlete, you understand this. You got to put some weight on your back sometimes. Right now we have such a huge audience for at-home workouts that we don't want to like confuse anyone, because Sydney isn't in here right now. We just won a Guinness World Record for the most produced workouts in the world. So we have
brag.
more. Yeah. Well, we have more than Beachbody, and we haven't charged a penny for them. So.
Yeah. So in business, we have a lot of failures. What was you guys' biggest failure? Because you have a lot of successes. What was the biggest failure, and what did you guys learn from that?
I have too many failures. I would say the biggest failure is just I'm a CPA, or was a CPA, and CPAs are very frugal, risk averse, etc., and highly skeptical. I would say that's the biggest failure on my behalf. You know, when we started doing this, everyone wanted more, and we had so many huge companies and partners reach out that wanted to partner with us, and we were just skeptical of all of it. Like, what if they take it a direction we don't want to go?
Is it
what
a
if they-
scam?
Is it a scam? I mean, and these are all realities. You know, it's just like being an athlete. Do you get the right agent? I think the biggest failure is just not like embracing the fast growth and like running with it. It was funny because someone had told me I had never taken a risk. It like offended me because I thought I was a risk taker. I was like, I went to college. Like, that was a risk. Because, you know, growing up where I grew up.
Where you're from, yeah, that is a risk. Same for me,
I was like, I have all this debt.
You know, kind of focusing on the business side of things, this thing started as a YouTube channel.
Yep.
It kind of evolved over time. You guys created the Sydney Squad. Talk a little bit
Yeah.
about where the Sydney Squad came from and what the ideology and thought process was that.
Sydney Squad was actually Sydney's idea.
I know my mom's part of the squad, so she's going to be real jealous
Oh.
when this comes out.
Bring her over. We need some backups.
There you go.
2018 or 2019, her birthday, I told her, I'm going full time with you.
I'm going to stop you there. My wife, we have a law firm.
Yeah.
I struggle with going full time in the law firm, and I know
Yeah.
it's the smartest thing for me to do because the law firm does very well.
Yeah.
What was that like of going full time with your wife into a business that has a ton of potential?
To be honest, I thought it was super easy. Not to become anyone's psychologist or psychiatrist right now, but like I feel like a lot of couples are together and they're not the same person. Like, they don't truly get along. Like, they want their space. You know, that's the common joke. Like, oh, I got to get away. We hate being away.
Yep.
We were near each other, and I was just never working with her, and I saw so much potential for her, and then she also like saw potential in what I was doing, and like while we were both doing great, we just knew if we became a team, because we had the exact same vision, and that's very, very rare. She's great on camera, you know, I have the business aspect, etc., and we just brought those talents together, and you know, neither of us care to steal each other's shine.
And I feel like he's saying everything that I should be saying to myself, because it's like I do all the business, cameras, marketing. She's the lawyer, on camera face.
Yeah.
I don't want to know or need to know anything of how that works.
Yeah. A few days after I told her I was going full time with her, that's when we were leaving our studio and the shooting happened. So that was a pretty major setback.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll link a video to go watch that, because there's a whole story about Sydney got shot. If you didn't know that, so go wherever we put that. We'll put the link to that video.
the shooting happened.
Oh yeah.
And we couldn't do anything.
Right.
We were literally just sitting at home. So she got shot in the foot. One of the bullets went through her foot. She started the Sydney Squad. But like we had peppered in some workout videos on YouTube, like a 5-minute abs and this and that. And people, all the comments were like, Sydney Squad, like they had coined the term.
Oh.
And you know, it was the quickest, easiest thing to do. It was like start the Sydney Squad group to give back to them. And then she was only going to run it for like a 30-day challenge, and then it was going to be over. And no one wanted it to be over. They're like, how can we do this again? We set up another one, did that 2 or 3 more times, and we just established that it was going to be a full-time thing. We love it, and it's something we're like still trying to like make better, you know?
Yeah, I think over here might be one of your most loved/hated things that you guys have done.
This side probably is me. I've always loved fashion and apparel, and I've been a sneakerhead since I was little. And like even growing up, my mom my mom always kept me decked out and stuff. Like I would always get my new sneakers for school. I'd get a pair for Christmas, and she's always loved apparel too. And you know, Nike back home was always the biggest thing. So she loves new shoes, and instead of getting my mom flowers or whatever, I would always get her a new pair of shoes for Christmas, for her birthday, for this and that. And you know, Sydney loves apparel too and whatnot, but it's a very, very big undertaking.
Yeah, it's not like you guys like reprint on Lululemon or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
You have your own actual apparel line.
Yeah. Going digital is pretty easy.
Yeah.
You make one item and it could just be yourself. Like you could film yourself, edit it, and pump it out to the world.
Right.
This is like, if you make 3,000 garments and they all sell, that means 3,000 customers. It could mean, you know, it could mean 3,000 emails. It's a huge cash investment. So it eats up a lot of cash flow. Even if it is selling very, very well, if you're truly manufacturing an item from scratch, it generally takes anywhere from like a year to 3 years to get that one item.
So, you know, kind of walking around, we've seen everything that has grown from the YouTube channel to create, you know, this business that you guys have built with the apparel, with the YouTube videos, with the workout videos, with the Sydney squad, with the gym over here.
Yeah.
It is a business. You need to keep it going because you don't want it to die. You never know with YouTube what's going to happen, and you never know kind of what the next step is. So for you guys, where are you trying to take this thing? Where are you trying to go with the future of the Sydney Cummings Howdy Shell brand here?
Yeah. You know, that's something that I feel like can change every single day too.
Yeah.
And you got to make sure that you don't drown an opportunity. But overall, we just want to provide good, high quality fitness and the truth. I feel like we've conquered that mission already, and not saying that we're retiring or anything, but we do feel like we did what we set out to do. It's rare for people to be able to say that they retired at such an early age. So, you know, we're having fun, but like you said, it is a business, and at this magnitude, you do have to have employees, and we know that our employees want to grow their careers too. Going forward, it's how do we repurpose the content? How do we diversify? How do we give back great quality products to the consumer or customer? We're currently working on getting an app and making everything look professional and to the level that, you know, we currently are. But those things kind of got pushed to the back burner to make sure that we kept up with the daily videos and the demand of everything. And like you said, YouTube could die at any minute. So now we're just trying to make sure we diversify and repackage properly. And then also, one of the main things we never have really done yet is market. Like, get these out to people, make them know about it. And whenever you have a product, they say run to the top of the mountain and scream it. We never really did that. We just put it out there and kind of like let word of mouth do it. We've never spent 10 cents on ads. We've never marketed, we never pushed, we barely do the email thing. So we're in a hiring phase right now. I think I showed you my board the other day. Like, we have about 13 to 15 key positions that we want to get. And then from there, we want them to help us grow out each individual team, grow this into a real thing. You know, we're really excited for where we do want to go. We used to do Fitcation. We want to do more of those, see in-person presences. We want to get more of her following. We want to get their stories out because these stories are super impactful. You know, when someone loses 200 or 300 pounds and overcomes all of this adversity and actually has life-changing moments, people need to see that. People want to see that. People want to know they're not alone either. So we want to get those things out. I want to bring some of the storytelling, cinematic pieces back to the fitness and just really help people. I think it's very therapeutic for people.
I think what's always been super impressive with what you guys have put out, every single time you put out a video, a product, a post, it's of the highest quality. It's very thought out. It's not just kind of going by the seat of our pants. It's, at least from the consumer standpoint. I mean, for you, it's probably like, I felt like I just threw that out there, but it's never that. It's always very, very well done. And you know what you can expect when you get or do anything with what you guys have built.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Well, I appreciate it. I mean, that's something that we, you know, take pride in, and, you know, we don't take anything from granted where we come from. You know, we're just blessed and thankful every day that somehow something gave us, like, you know, the capability of thinking or knowing to even do this.
If someone wanted to get started on YouTube today from scratch, they have nothing, what would you recommend for them to start?
I mean, I think it's just that. just starting. I guess technically we started this whole thing with a $300 camera that I owned. I got it from Best Buy on Black Friday, and you know, we just started using it. One of the things I love about YouTube, creative, art, etc., it breaks all barriers to entry. You could go out and buy an RE camera and, you know, spend $100,000 on a camera, but if you're not creative or have the vision, you're not going to get anywhere. And, you know, we're in a world right now where finance and all these other things, politics, etc., like those aren't closing the doors anymore. And fitness shouldn't be that way either.
Yeah.
And access to the top trainers in the world shouldn't be that way either. If you're really passionate about fitness, you want to see people excel. You want to be a good coach. You want to see people learn things. You want to see them change. And, you know, that's where the whole name and everything came from, was, you know, help you make the changes to feel like royalty. My mom battles depression really bad. And at the time, that's where the name came from, was help you make the changes to feel like royalty. Because we don't care what you look like. Fitness has no aesthetic to it. Athlete has no aesthetic to it. Like, what is an athlete? It's a skill set, you know, and you're moving your body. We just want to see people live their best life and feel fulfilled.
Well, Dustin, I appreciate you taking the time to show us around the studio, talk about the business. Guys, if you have not checked out a workout from Sydney, buckle up, be prepared, but check out the channel. We'll link it down below. Do a workout, try it out, comment on their videos, and let them know what you thought of it. And we'll see you guys next time. We need to get perspective of how tall Dustin is. Like, I usually don't get to talk to people and look up. So
this is 10 foot.
Yeah, this is at 10 foot. I'm 9, and Dustin's actually 10 feet tall.
This is down for my son.
Yeah, this is for Ari.
This is where I get my shoulder workout. Don't